What is up, you guys? We're back, and as you see, we have a square here in front of us. This is the micro square from Martinez. This is the purple Joker edition. You can get it in 6 different colors. Also, you can get it in Imperial and a metric, and you can also get it in aluminum or titanium. Mine is the aluminum version. So right off the bat, I just want to say how good this feels in hand. It feels really good. There's no sharp corners, nothing like that. It's really well machined, and you can feel that in your hands when holding it. You have a removable bubble valve here, so if it ever broke or you wanted to clean it, you can just take these 2 screws out here and you can replace that or clean it very, very easily. This is a light weight of 4 ounces, so it's very lightweight, but it still feels very good. It doesn't feel light and cheap. It feels really, really good in the hand. It's the best feeling square I've ever had. Most squares just come to a point here. This one has this little flat spot, and then it has these measurements. So I'm not really sure what that's for, but yeah, it has it there. So I really like the way they made their scribe points here. They're nice and big, and you can get anything in there. I've used these aux pencils with the carbon lead. That fits right in there perfect. Small pencils with the small lead. Your big fat carpenter pencils like those. The marker works perfect, and I'll show you that in later clips. And I've tried many more. I've tried pretty much everything, and everything you get nice, precise marks out of this. So I really like that, and I like how right here, because I like to use my squares for marking out tenons and stuff. So right here, this is 1/2 inch and 3/4, so those are really good to have right there. So I can just lay that down and scribe a mark. Plus you have all these here. But I like that they put this here on the bottom, so you're not forced just to use this. You can use that point there as well. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I know what all this is, because I don't know everything on this square. Like this here, I have no idea. But I just know all your typical square stuff. But yeah, most machinists and stuff like that, they get out into all these heavy degrees and measurements and stuff. So some of you guys will know, and some of you guys will not know. But if you do ever need that kind of stuff, this square has it. But for the stuff I do here in the shop, I probably never will use most of that there. So here's their signature right here. As you can see here right there is their signature. And they put USA right there on both sides. It comes in 6 different colors. The colors are black, blue, camo, gold, and red, as well as this purple. The aluminum version, if you're building your own, is 130. The titanium is 250. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's what I seen on their website. So yeah, but you can buy one already pre-made, just like this, set up and ready to go, for $100, and that's also including those 6 different colors. The gold, all the colors are really nice. You'll have to go on their website and check it out, which I'll leave a link in the description below. So make sure you go check them out. And if you want to go build your own, you can do that. So I like that they give you those options. So the markings on here are laser etched. So that is going to be really good, because sometimes you're in a new house, a new build, and sometimes there's not the greatest light, or there's no light at all. And these marks allow you to be able to see those marks very easy, because they're laser etched in there, and they'll never really come off. I mean, you'll never wear that off of there, so you'll never have to worry about that. It feels really nice. Like I say, it's 4 ounces, so it's really lightweight, but it doesn't feel so light that it feels cheap. It feels really good in the hand. It's nice and balanced out, And just the marks that I've been getting out of these scribes, I've been loving these marks on here for scribing. And like I say, everything fits in here, and no matter what I've used, I've got nice, straight, perfect lines out of that. It's really hard to tell over camera. The only way you can really understand what I'm trying to explain is to really just try it yourself, and you'll see what I'm saying. Honestly, I thought it was just another square, but once I actually paid attention to what I was doing, I was like, wow, you know, my lines are a lot more persistent and precise with this square than it is with the Johnson or Swanson. So yeah, it sounds really weird, trust me, I thought so myself, but this square is really nice, and no matter what, I know I'm going to get precise marks out of this. The heel is 2 pieces, as you can see, and these just come apart, and your bubble vial will just come right out. You can change it or clean it, do whatever you got to do. Like I said, you can build your own. You can get it in 6 different colors. You can get it in imperial, metric. So yeah, they got quite a few options for you there. The corners here are really smooth. You don't have to worry about ever getting cut with that, or if it falls from a rafter or anything like that. You'll never have to worry about that hurting somebody. I mean, it's going to bump them, but it ain't going to impale them. So I have this other square here that I was going to do a video on, but ever since I opened this up and this happened, I've never made the video yet, but I'm still going to. So this one here has very sharp corners on it, and it's adjustable. This is from a different company. This is not Martinez's product, but it's got this adjustable thing, so when you go to adjust it, this part comes out right here, as you can see. And yeah, well, that caught my finger right here, because I had it like that opening it. I had it like this opening it, and it caught my finger right in there, and literally I almost had to have stitches. It was really bad. But all the corners on this is very sharp, and just those little things actually really matter to me, because I would never carry this ever. Because if that fell out of your tool bag or something like that, it would literally, if it didn't go into their head and impale them, it would send you to the hospital for a couple days for sure. But yeah, this, I would never use this just for that reason. It's too much of a liability. But yeah, this is very sharp. It's sharp as my knife, and the edges are even sharp here. But I'm gonna try to put them side by side here. So here's the Martinez, and what I'm gonna do is kind of get them side by side here, and you can kind of see the difference, how pointy. See how sharp that one looks compared to the Martinez, and the edges are nice and rounded on the Martinez. And this one's got a very sharp point on it, very sharp point. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out as well. The closest you're going to get to this is going to be this, but this is nowhere near as good as this. And I've always loved the Swanson squares. I've used these for a long time. I kind of want to show you these as well to just compare them. So I used to use the Swanson, but I quit using it because it had these really small scribe marks, and even with a pencil like this, the lead is just so, these holes are just so small, the lead slips out. So it's hard to use a pencil like that. And you really can't even use something like these aux pencils on it because it just won't fit in those little bitty grooves at all. It's impossible. So you couldn't use a marker. It's hard to use pencils like this in there. So I swapped from the Swanson to this one, and it feels very cheap. I feel like it would just snap in two, honestly. I don't like this at all. But I switched from it because it had these bigger marking spots here. So I switched over to this one. But they're just not good. I mean, the line comes out sloppy. I mean, I've used this one. This is what I used at my miter station until I got the Martinez. Now I'm swapping it out for this one because I have a good one now. But yeah, I'll show you that as well, or kind of try to show. It's hard to see in person, or it's hard to see over camera. You really have to just see it in person to be able to truly see it and understand it. But because it's hard to see on camera. But yeah, these marks, they were okay, but you just can't get a good precise mark out of this. If you love tools like I do, then this is definitely great to have in your shop, or just put it in your collection or tool bag, whatever. This is something really nice, and I promise you'll enjoy it. As you can set that level there, and you can see if you're level, which mine is not, and you can see if you're square here. That's why I like these with the heel, because they're really nice for stuff like this. So yeah, you can also let your blade down like this and make sure your blade and stuff is nice and square. Same thing with the joiner. If you want to make sure the fence back here is nice and straight, that's what I like these about. I'm not going to take that off just to show you guys, but you understand. And also you can use this because it's nice and flat, and you have a nice flat bottom here. You can see if you have this set right or not. Okay, that's the Martinez. Just gonna go right beside it. I don't know what it is, but every time the line comes out perfect with the Martinez. It's just something about the grooves on here. I don't know. It's just something about the way the grooves are made. It's different. So this is the Milwaukee Sawzall, or whatever it's called, the Milwaukee Sharpie. I'm just going to put it right here on this 1-inch mark. So if you've ever used the Martinez hammers, you know what I'm talking about, how good quality this is. Because that's exactly how I feel about this. I've never used the hammers, but everybody says, they're different and they feel good. So now I kind of see what they're saying with just by holding this square. It doesn't feel like any other square here that I have. So yeah, and they make a full-size version of this as well. This is the micro. So I'm gonna, over there at my miter station, I have my big square. I'm gonna change it out for a Martinez, but this one's gonna live over here at the miter station. I keep it right here so I can just grab it, make my marks, set it back right there. And something else that I like to do is you can take the level on here. I like these with levels because it's just an extra tool that you don't have to have. But see, you can see if your miter station's level or not. And also I like these with the heel, with the big heel like that. Just makes it a lot easier to make sure everything's straight and square on your fence and stuff. So that's what I use my squares for. I have this covered up, but you can also make sure the fence on your joiner is straight, and make sure you have that little bit of a dip there as well. So yeah, that's it. That was the Martinez square. I wanted to show you guys that. This is another favorite tool of mine. This is going to be living at the miter station forever now. I'm going to be swapping my 6-inch square out for a Martinez as well, because this is the 4-inch. So I'm going to swap those out one day, because I'm still using the big Swanson. I have the small Swanson, and then I have the big Swanson over there. So make sure you subscribe, like the video, because we're almost to 500 subscribers, and the only way to win that giveaway is to be a subscriber. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, because I really want y'all to win the giveaway, because I want to show my appreciation to each and every one of y'all. So yeah, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and yeah, me and the Martinez square, we're out, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Adios.